Okay, hello Brian. So I wanted to give you a video update and so you can see where I am with the game, and maybe you can also give me some feedback. Um Basically the story is kind of the same. It's about Walter Wet, but this time he has a family and he was moving with them from Oceania to Cloud City. And in the process, they got lost. The good thing is he meets Vinny the Vapor, who helps him find them. The artwork is kind of placeholder, as you can tell, but it's there to tie everything up, and hopefully it gives off the right impression. Like you can understand the story from it. This is basically the level select, and it has all the goals that are going to be inside the game. These are the main goals, which is finding each one of Walter's family members. And these are kind of secondary goals or achievements that would add to the score, which is, every time a precipitation is triggered, uh, rain or snow or hail, transitioning from different states and exchanging a certain amount of liquid of water into the liquid state, changing it into the gas state. So these are basically achievements, which are very closely tied to the game learning objectives. So it's like a one by one. The game is the learning thing, it's not a different thing, which was the main challenge for this game. That's why it took me so long to actually, combine the design with the actual learning objectives and make the game out of that. So, these are the player action cards. So these are basically all the things the player is going to be able to do in the game. I was thinking his family members or all the characters basically in the game will be given an action. So inside, as you go into a level, by the way, I changed the whole view of the game. Like we started out with flat 2D and physics-based simulation, but I couldn't find a way to get uh, the learning objective of the game to have them inside that perspective. I tried for a long time, but I couldn't find a way to do it. So I moved on to top-down view, which was a flat tile map, like a grid-based thing. And the problem with that was I couldn't incorporate height, so I had to build a custom isometric map because Construct doesn't have something to support this. But now I have, so I can generate maps like this very easily. And it's pretty cool because it supports height, it supports everything. It looks like I can simulate the whole water thing inside this without problems. So I was thinking the action card of Walter could be like when you start out, you just have this card, like the Walter card, because that's what you start with. And let me see, what did I put in the description? Makes the water flow. Okay, that would change into Walter makes precipitation happen. So basically, each time you would use the Walter card, the clouds would start raining. So that's my idea now. It's subject to change, and there would probably be another card that's called Apply Gravity, and this would make the water distribute evenly based on the tile heights, and the amount of water. But you could also use another card, which would, I think, this guy, Tyrone, which is his son. Uh, he would be like applying a river flow like in a certain direction. So you would have that big water chunk, and then you would set the direction for it to flow like a river. And all of the other cards would be like Windy would be the ability to move the clouds around through wind, and Fluvia, I'm not sure what she would be doing at this point. Increasing the temperature of the map would start evaporating water and turning it into steam or vapor. Everything, I have not implemented this, but I was thinking as a design decision to have a loose condition. I would add time, and all the cards would cost time. And basically, if you reach 0 time, the game is over. You have to find all the family members before the time runs out. There are other cards like Erosion would, when water flows and it hits a higher tile, it would gradually lower the tile's height through erosion and basically make a new path. The ingredients, I'm not going to talk about them yet because they're kind of an experimental thing, which I thought about. You know, it's about more complex action like seeds, to place a seed that would be carried by the water and grow stuff. You can't see it here, but I also have vegetation that I want to add on top of tiles, so each time it rains and around the water tiles there would be growing vegetation. Okay, that's pretty much it. So what I have to do now is create all the actions functions, because they're not in the game. I only have the apply gravity thing and the precipitation thing, but I also want to have like the evaporation, water flow, temperature increase, decrease, advance time, all that, erosion. It's really not a lot to do, like compared to what I've done so far and how much I've worked on things that ended up not being in the game. This is rather easy to do. So I'm hoping that I will have an MVP with all the features working like by the end of the week. And afterwards, I'm not sure exactly how much time I'm going to be needing just to polish it all up, but I assume it's going to be fine. I was trying to trigger the win condition, but I don't know all the levels. That I don't remember the levels I've already won. So those top left buttons are just, oh, here we go. Those top left buttons are just triggering the lose or the win conditions inside the level. So yeah, basically that's where I am right now. Hopefully you can see the value in this, even though it's not like super flashy or stuff. I'm very happy with the design because it combines everything together, and it's very, you know, I don't know how to say it, consistent with the learning objectives and everything. I also want to say thank you for the patience so far. I know it's been like a really long time. It's been pretty hard for me too. Yeah, and please give me any feedback if you have some, and yeah, hope we'll talk soon. Bye.